Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to do a quick video showing how to add in a quest into the game. So this is going to follow the keys quest that I had created before. What we're going to first do is, of course, create a new quest. Inside our object game, this handles all of the globals in the create event. We're going to create a new key value pair in our quest statuses map. And I'm going to call this the keys quest, just out of convenience, and the status is 0 or incomplete. You then need to go and create a new NPC to handle this. So if we go over to our entities, we have the quest NPC, and we inherit from that various properties. And so over in our NPC key, which is just a duplicate of hat, or sorry, a duplicate of a quest NPC hat with some modifications. We simply remove this line of text. This is to change the sprite. When we get the key back, we're not going to change anything about the player sprite. We'll leave that be. Now, and we just make sure it is set to 0, which I actually believe is a duplicate. Yeah, we don't need the image speed set to 0, as that's already handled in the parent object. So in this case, we can simply delete the event and keep the parent object. What will be different is inside the actual object inside the room, but we have simply duplicated the hat NPC, and we just deleted the create, as we didn't need to do any modifications on the object itself. With the new NPC available, the actual work comes down into the script. With the script, what I had done was simply duplicate our quest with the hat, and under our activation scripts to activate missing keys. This script first checks if the player currently has the key or not, whether they're holding it. If they are holding our key object, then we check what is the current status of this quest. If the status is 0, then that means the quest has not started. If we've gotten the key back already, where we found the key and then came and talked to the teacher, then we have a little unique dialogue for that to update that status, make sure we're no longer holding anything, and return the player back to its normal movement. On the other hand, if we've never talked to them and we don't have the key, then they introduce the quest to us and we have the dialogue options. Again, this refers to our dialogue script of dialogue responses, and we simply add in case 7. We accept the quest and we simply tell them the key should be in the house behind me, and we begin the quest status to now be at 1. Going back to the missing keys quest, the other 2 cases, if you don't accept the quest, it just gives a sad face. Now, if the key quest has begun, what we will do instead is to have a check on whether the player has the keys, go through and update whether or not they greet them, accept the quest, has been completed, update that status, destroy the key, make sure the player is no longer holding anything, and return them back to default. Otherwise, we give them the hint, the key is in the house behind me. Finally, if everything is done, the quest is complete, we just tell them thank you, and we're good to go. And so the last component of this is simply making sure inside our room where we have our objects, we go here, and of course I've added the key in the house behind, but here with the teacher in the variables, we need to make sure we activate this quest. With that quest activated, everything else is good to go. There's no need to add any modifications. And we will now have a functional new quest that we can talk to, interact with, and get all the functions going. And so with that in mind, that will complete that portion. And if y'all have any questions, just let me know in class. Otherwise, everyone have a good one.